Police blurred out branch manager John Asquith as state law requires.
But we tell you his name,
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
They can blur that all they want. We tell you his name. And here's where he works.
Well, they found a way around it. What you say? You know the bank he works? So you know what his jacket looks like? What you say? Put a name out there. Shit, you can put all them blocks up as much you want to. Wouldn't it be funny in real life he actually looked like a block? Hey everyone, do you enjoy Double Toasted? Then put it on your body. Check out our tpublic.com merch store where you'll find all these wonderful designs that look great on high quality t-shirts with more designs coming soon. Or check out other high quality items such as mugs, pillows, tote bags, and more. Once again, that is tpublic.com, teepublic.com, or click the link in the description below. Even if you directed one of the most successful Marvel flicks out there.
My son, it is your time.
Show me my respect and bow down.
Yeah, wasn't no respect for you.
A Negro spiritual.
Yeah. Shit. Even if you directed one of the biggest Marvel movies of all time, even if you getting those Marvel checks, you getting those Disney bucks, you still can't bank while being black. I mean, you going in with checks that say Marvel. They look who signed the check. Mickey. Sometimes it just says M Mouse.
Yeah, but through the mail, anyone can write checks with Captain America.
No, yeah. Mickey Mouse, your black ass forged this. Please, I'm a security. Ryan Coogler. Now, this is the handsome young man that you're used to seeing right here. Handsome, successful, hot director, Ryan Coogler. That's what you're used to seeing. After directing Black Panther, working on Black Panther 2 right now, and seeing all these successful pictures of him, the last thing you would expect is to see Ryan Coogler looking like this right here. Yeah, man. Ryan Coogler was detained by police in handcuffs because the teller thought, and you know what I'm about to say, thought he was robbing the place. He went in there with that hat and that hoodie and a piece of paper saying, "Let me get my money," and that's all they saw. They didn't read any further.
Yeah, give me my $10,000. Well, to be fair, he didn't write it on a deposit slip.
Yeah, I would like to get my money. Sir, please. No need for violence. But
Right,
coming right away, sir. Coming right away. Help! But TMZ, of course, was on it.
Aww.
Shit, TMZ was the one probably called the police.
You know what? Batman can't get to every crime.
No.
But TMZ is always there.
Hey, they ain't doing a goddamn thing about it.
Yeah, just filming it.
Just filming it. But yeah, people. Now, we kind of gave you some of the details and the circumstances, but here's Ryan Coogler. Like, the police went ahead and released the body cam footage. And this is Ryan Coogler, who's being pretty cool about it.
We got the call. It seems like someone was trying to rob the bank. Something about you passing a note.
Yeah, like never walking in with his outfit ever again.
You know, all y'all stupid. You say shaking his head. Yeah. He's like, goddamn.
If I put this in a movie, nobody would believe it. They would say I went too far. Well, it's over the top.
He's a director, now he can. You know what he can do? Ryan Coogler presents the Ryan Coogler story. We ain't trying to laugh at the brother's misfortune right here, but we do want to make a point about something.
Tell her something to that effect. Can you just tell me what's going on?
I put my own card in, and then I usually take. Like always, just get the money from him. You know?
So as you can see, he's not being belligerent. He's being actually pretty cool. And if you couldn't understand too well, because he is muffled right there, he was saying that he likes to take the money out for an assistant. And we'll show you the amount in a little bit, but he likes to take this money out. And maybe it sounds like he's gone through this before, where he doesn't feel comfortable, doing it the average way and saying it like, you heard this, right?
Yeah,
because
I read
it sounds like, the eyes are already on him when he does that.
Yeah.
So he just went in there and tried to be discreet. And I thought he was being discreet because he's Ryan Coogler, but there is that. And he also just doesn't want people to hear how much money he's taking out.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So, you know, it's understandable.
Yeah, imagine you're going like, yeah, I like to get this much money. Wow, $10,000?
Yeah.
Let me see if we even have that much. Dude, shut the
I don't.
Like I said, that's the reason why we're out here, and that's the reason why we detained everybody, because we didn't know exactly what was going on.
Man, use your one call to call Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you say either call Kevin or Mickey. One of them will get your ass out of there. Drop some names, brother. Let them know who you are. But that's another cool thing. He's not doing like, do you know who I am?
Yeah, boy, that shit.
Have you seen Black Panther? Yeah, so what?
Yeah.
And by the way, can you sign this deposit slip for me, please? God, man, handcuffs. Just sign it from the back, right?
What's the problem? I need everybody's name.
They're writing all
I need everybody's name. You know what I'm saying? And I need to find out who made that call in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's shaking heads. But it's a damn shame.
I need to find out who made the
That's
call.
fine. That's fine. You have all right to do so.
Yeah, I got.
Transaction like that? Have you ever had something like this happen?
Have I ever been arrested?
No.
Wait, what?
Listen to what he's saying.
He said, what the hell are y'all talking about? You asked me, have I been through this before?
Yeah.
This is what I'm going through right now. So
I am listening.
Have you ever considered doing
I'm
something
gonna
like
consider it now that y'all
Okay.
fucking drew guns on me.
Yeah.
I was trying to take money out. But up to this point,
yeah, so he says, I'm just trying not to say out loud how much money I'm taking
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that makes
for a
sense.
lot of reasons.
Understandable, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Ryan Coogler. For another, there's shady people around here. So, I just he says, I want to be discreet. If you heard the way he did it, maybe you can think that, okay, I could see how somebody can perhaps misconstrue this as a robbery. What he did was he had a sheet of paper. He went up there with shades and a mask and laid it down. And what people saw, the first thing they saw was, I would like, his sons, but
Is that the actual note?
That's the note right there.
But there's withdrawal and deposit slips.
There's withdrawal and deposit slip on there. So they thought he went to the bank. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. They thought this man went to the bank and then wrote a robbery note on the deposit slip.
But that's but is that a deposit slip?
That's
He wrote that.
the withdrawal slip.
A withdrawal slip. Because
Yeah.
usually there's a spot for you to just write those numbers in.
Yeah, so that's probably what they're thinking. So I understand the circumstances leading to this. Like, dude comes up with a note. If you come to with a mask and shades on and lay a piece of paper down, people automatically behind the banks get, the tellers, they get nervous.
Yeah.
Now, I would just say that if they had just read the note, because the note actually explains what's happening here. It says, I would like to withdraw $12,000 cash from my checking account. Please do the money counter.
He's like, tell him do it in the back.
Yeah, so I can't even read the rest of that, to be honest with me. That's why I got scared. But the thing is, if they had read that, it says, I would like to withdraw $12,000 cash from my checking account. If you read it, that's the only thing that's really puzzling me here. It didn't say, give me the money or give me, slide $12,000 easy and shut the up or don't say a word. So what's the brother gonna do? Is he robbing himself? It says right there, I wish to withdraw $12,000 from my checking account.
Right.
It doesn't say anything threatening or anything about that even insinuates a robbery. Mm-hmm. I just listen, and I y'all know me, man. I look at these things and I'm like, if it seems shady to them, I understand. In a way, I do kind of. But if they read the note, what they did was, the way I feel, they saw that hat, they saw that hoodie, and they already said that he fits the description. Mm-hmm. Yes. Always fitting the description.
I mean, I guess it's a question of, has his bank been robbed before? People have come into banks and written the note while they were in there. And just, somebody, especially, I'm not taking away from what you're saying. Matter of fact, yes, seeing him having a handwritten note like that, it's probably just a trigger where this immediate thought was, this is something shady, something's going down, and I got to act on it right away, as opposed to let me calmly read this and understand what's being said. I'm not excusing it. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, this was at a Bank of America.
It was at a Bank of America.
See, that's the first problem.
Yeah.
Don't go to Bank of America.
But there's something else here. Does a robber give his ID to the teller.
No.
Oh, he gave the ID.
He gave the ID
He
too?
gave that. I think he gave them. So, Chad, is that one of the details right there that he gave her ID, and I think he even asked for the manager, but
there's
she
no excuse there.
she assumed that he had a gun, and I'm telling you, it was the way he looked, and being a black dude with that hat, that hoodie and that skin, she thought the worst.
Yeah.
She had an ID. She had a note saying, I would like to withdraw money from my account. It didn't say, bitch, fork it over. It didn't say nothing like that. And I think a manager was even being called before things went down. But this chick was scared because of how he looked.
Right.
And I'm saying this because it's hard for me not to look at it this way when this has been a pattern. That's why they call it. News stations who ain't got any kind of bias have done stories where they labeled it banking while black. I'm gonna show you, y'all have seen this. People who have gone into the bank to cash a check. People have gone in to make a withdrawal because to the teller, they look shady. They look too black. They were scary. The police or security was called.
Sitting in a chair in the bank manager's office, leaning back with his hands folded.
And they made it, look at this. A man sitting up there. Look, people don't rob banks like this.
Right.
He had his hands folded. He was asking for his money. And people that sometimes, they just don't believe them based on the way they look. They're like, this is not yours. And then what they do, they go and call the police.
Police blurt out branch manager John Asquith as state law requires.
But we tell you his name, though. They can blurt out all they want. We tell you his name. And here's where he works.
Well, they found a way around it. The bank he works. So you know what his jacket looks like? What you say? He put a name out there. Shit, you can put all them blocks up as much you want to. Wouldn't it be funny in real life? He actually looked like a block.
The manager, he came over and said, Joe Mara, your check fake. And I said, what? He said, you people are always coming in here with fake checks.
Ooh.
I just got through reading a book, y'all. This is how much this happens. I just got through reading a fictional book where a guy went into a music store to get his violin fixed. And this is fictional, but I'm saying this because this is how much it happens. We always get that you people always come in here and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, listen, I ain't every person that comes in here.
Right. I just walked in here.
Yeah, if there's a problem, call the manager, call my employer, call the bank, or I'll come back tomorrow. But always the police got to get involved. Yeah. And the reason why is because that person on the other side of the desk, or on the other side of the register, or the barrier, they're always scared. And that's what it's not about trying to actually figure out if this is legit. It's like, now I'm getting nervous for my safety. That's why because they're profiling, and then white people getting scared of seeing a black dude right there, and then they start calling the police, not because they think the check is bad, but really the police are called because they say, well, he's going to get angry.
Right. If I don't accept this, then it's going to be violence.
Yeah, it is. And y'all looking at that guy like, well, if he was more well-spoken, he would, they probably would have believed him. Look, that don't have shit to do with anything. But I'm gonna tell you something. You can walk in there and sound like goddamn Shakespeare. You can walk in there and have the most eloquent prose. You can walk in there and be goddamn British Bob or something. But that skin don't all, that doesn't always, protect you, man. Or that skin is a thing that's always gonna get you in trouble. They had a dude right here who went in, gainfully employed, well-spoken if you want to go there. They did the same shit to him.
I got a new job. I worked there for about 3 weeks.
It was the first check from the new job. McCown says he went to this.
She sound like that chick off Family Guy. This is Karen Nakamoto or whatever. It was his first check from the new job.
He also gave his fingerprint, which is bank policy.
Damn.
Then he says multiple tellers start.
Would you see Martin said, damn, yeah.
Fingerprint?
Fingerprint.
Right,
But it's okay, so they said it's bank policy. He did it. Man, the brother put his fingerprints out there. I mean, shit, what you want him to pee in a cup next? What you want his DNA?
Challenging the transaction.
They tried to call my employer numerous times. He never picked up the phone.
The paycheck for roughly $1,000 was handed back to McCown's. Tellers said they wouldn't cash it, so he left.
Jesus.
I get in my truck, and Of course, the squad car pulled in front of me. He said, "Get out the car."
Instead of just letting McCown's go on his way, the teller calls Brooklyn police on him.
So all they had to do was let him go, man. They had all his information. Do you see this, people? There's no real excuse. I mean, what are you going to do when you have all the information? A crook ain't trying to give you that information. The moment you ask for some idea, a fingerprint or something, they're going to try to run out of there. That doesn't make sense.
Actually, a non-crook, a normal person might be like, I don't want to give you all that. I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah. Hey, may I use your bathroom? They don't ever come back. Shit, it's almost comical how far these situations go. This is BuzzFeed News. Look, check out the headline here. A black man had the cops called on him at a bank while trying to deposit a racial discrimination settlement check.
Oh my God.
That's a joke, right?
Right.
That's about the Boondocks.
Yeah.
I look at this and no amount of ID, no amount of fingerprinting, no amount of DNA is going to comfort these people or make them believe you, because they've already looked at you and decided that you are dangerous, you were scary, and you were too black to be in there. It's a pattern that's going on. If this was an isolated incident, I might end up saying, you know what? Yeah, it's probably a little shady. You went up there with a note. Next time, take a different approach. But that wouldn't have mattered.
That wouldn't have mattered.
No.
Not if he put his ID up there also.
His ID was there.
And once it got going, in these banks, all the little chickens cluck amongst themselves and like, can you believe this? And their adrenaline is all up and they think they've done something and they've captured a crook, only to find out like, no, you just harassed an innocent man.
And Maven McCree said the teller was a pregnant black woman. That's even sadder because, and knows I didn't say anything about the woman's race back there, but we profile ourselves. We've had plenty of black people say, you know what? And it was a TV show, Sanford and Son. We said, if y'all don't know the show, look it up. But the main character said, it's been back in the day. He said, you know what? I'm not going to that doctor because he's black.
Yeah.
I want a white doctor.
The dentist. Yeah.
Yes. Y'all see me calling it out right here. It cuts so deep that we look at ourselves and think the same thing. If that was true that was a pregnant black woman, which is not me saying like, well, I hope it's not. I hope it was a white person. No, I'm not saying that at all. Yeah, man.
But this calling the police on people, man.
Yeah, especially when you got his ID. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
There's no consideration of, well, what if I'm wrong?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the man gave his ID, and I don't care who the color of the person is behind the counter. The man gave him his ID. I don't know.
If I was Ryan, I'd be suing the shit out that bank.
Somebody said she probably couldn't read cursive. She can't read.
That might be.
Yeah, it could. Hey, listen.
They stopped teaching it in school. Can you read cursive?
A little bit.
See?
They really did. Yeah, they
stopped teaching it.
I don't know if I can write cursive anymore. I haven't done it in so long.
You don't sign your name on stuff?
Man, my name is Chicken Scratch.
Shit.
The only thing I would say is that, listen, I ain't trying to say he brought on himself, not at all. All I'm saying is the only thing I say about this is that after a while I couldn't read that brother's handwriting.
No, I know. It turns into Dr. Scratch.
Yeah. Please do the net math. I
would like to withdraw 12,000 cash from my checking account. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna call the police.
Yeah. Maybe it was the easiest thing to do. Fuck it, I'm gonna call the police. I'm not calling the police because I think you robbed the place. I'm calling because of your handwriting.
Man. And then she has to find out that not only was he innocent, but it's Ryan Coogler.
It's the director of...
She probably the first one to see Black Panther.
I know. I was about to say, she probably got that DVD at home and everything, man. Yeah, she probably dressed up as Black Panther, little sister for Halloween, all kind of shit.
Girl, you didn't know who that was?
Yeah, I know it was. That was a thug. Got it, huh? What?
No.
Oh, fuck. I like that movie.
And all this pressure on the bank now.
Oh, Bank America, man, they said shit.
They're like, we got enough. You know how many class action lawsuits we got for legitimate shit we've done?
God,
that's the last thing we need.
Out of all the fucking people.
Out of all the people.
Out of all, you had to fuck with Wakanda. Oh, people, yeah, I don't know.
You gonna profile Obama next?
Like you got a mask on.
Oh boy.
Yeah, people.
Flirtatious.
Shit, trying to read that handwriting and sound like this.
Tonight we had a very Darrison. But let's go to Terry's and look for the head that pay.
Shit, that's the end of his note right there. That's it.
That's what one.
Hey, shit, I'm glad she made it. That woman had a stroke on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked to her later, and she was like, yeah, I didn't know what the going on either. That woman, she said, hey, look, in my mind, that shit came out clear.
Oh, no.
She said, that was the best newscast I'd ever done. Y'all got to stop, man. Y'all got to stop doing this. It's epidemic at this point now. You know, these people, let's just say this. Can we just put this policy in place? If they give you their ID, maybe you should just go ahead and just go with it. Or if there's a problem, call the manager.
Right.
Come on over. Yeah, so
simple. Can you wait here while we oh no, you can leave. Police. Yeah. You're getting stopped in a parking lot when you're about to leave and squad cars pulling up. Like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Plus, my first thought when I see that is like, I think I'm about to die.
Yeah, he said he got guns drawn on him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This people, it's no joke. I'm going to tell you this. It's no joke. All right? This is a terrifying thing for black people. But when the cops come around and pull the guns on you, it's a terrifying thing for anybody to have the gun pointed at them. But really, man, I'm telling you, we're seen as a threat more than other people. Yeah. Some people don't want to buy that, but, you know, I wish it wasn't true, but, you know, whatever. Well, yeah, don't put anybody in that situation, white or black. Just not anything in between. Because now Asians are like, what about us? Well, you say put us in there? Yeah. You know, maybe Ryan Coogler should start going to the bank dressed like this. Maybe he should start telling people he is from Wakanda. Do you know where I'm from? I am a prince. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.